Alright, I think we're live, boys. Let me just double check. To move this. Let's see. Don't know why it's not coming up on my channel. Oh. That's kind of weird. I'm confused as to why it's just not sharing it. Whatever, I'll do it myself. Yo, good morning, good morning. Can you hear my mic? Oh, wait, maybe not. Can you hear my mic? Is my mic good? Can you hear? Hello, hello. I'm hoping this mic is working. Mic aux audio input capture. What about now? Is my mic good now? Think I should have changed it to my mic, hopefully. Bit okay? What does that mean? Like, am I on this mic? Hello, hello, hello. Hey, is this mic active? I've no idea. Alright, hold up. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Alright, yeah, we good. Alright, we good. So, what's happening? Not a whole bunch, to be honest. Hey, yo, what's up? How we doing? Buy 100 lots EU, pushing it higher. You know what? Yeah, I think EU goodbye. Goodbye. Um, kind of funky though, because we're still just hovering at the open. If I look at the like average range, we have this huge range. So that makes me think, are we going to see a shit ton of volatility later when Powell speaks? But he's only speaking. I don't think this speech is like anything really relevant or significant. I don't really think he's going to say anything crazy. So we could just quite comfortably roll over. Kind of always the case when you have these like big moves. You have just a continuation of that. Need more patience until it breaks out this 10 pip range. I'm sitting patiently for a displacement lower and then look to buy. No clear new events today or tomorrow. Only got fireworks Thursday. Yes. Yeah, I spoke about that yesterday. The fact that early on this week it's kind of really like a nothing burger. So not expecting too much. We took these, whatever you want to call them, Trump lows back here on the DXY. Got my DXY chart inverted just for simplicity's sake. So we took these lows down here, these Trump lows, whatever you want to call them. And obviously EU did not. So I'm still anticipating, or at least I would like to see this, that's buy side, like to see this, realign, rebalance, whatever you want to call it. And I think we get that, to be honest. I think this rollover makes the most sense if you can get some vol. There was something I wanted to add. Session volatility, yeah. Seven till 10. What is this? This is New York. 1:30. 1:30 till 4. That's fine, I guess. Yeah, I think higher time frames are pretty clean so far. Like EU buys look good. EU high still looks good for now. Again, no reason really to like disprove this downtrend. It's a futile task trying to catch the bottom here. So as long as this high still holds here, we're still within this bearish overall trend. So just expect downside. Although the weekly, nice little BPR. Again, inverse head and shoulders, potentially. Or it's just like, would have been nicer if you actually breached that and then came back down. And that's a full-blown Quasimodo pattern there. So, what arrays do we have? Let's have a look. So obviously the main one is this M15. Do we react from that? Or do we continue a little bit higher to this buy side? Couple of options there. Where are we within yesterday's range as well? So obviously that buy side lies within the midpoint of yesterday's overall daily candle. So that's quite interesting. Potentially look for something there. EU as well. Yesterday's candle. Again, arrays much lower. This could just be a New York kind of play for now. What's going on in the chat? Alex, can you explain your M15 trade execution idea? What do you mean? It's pretty simple. AC just waits for price to tap into a high time frame rate and then entry time frame fractal shift in order flow to get in that direction upon breakout. You took fractal order flow stop order, right? VPR didn't manage to achieve anything in my honest opinion. So I'll be cautious of any reaction from it, but my bias won't be changed. Yeah, I mean, I don't really utilize BPRs, so just drawing it in for the fun of it. Yeah, mostly stop orders. Again, very much circumstantial. So there will be occasions where there goes Asia. There will be occasions where I will take a market shift. I mean, fuck, what am I saying? I'll take a market order or I'll take a limit if I miss, or if there's like a big displacement away and it's plausible that the market will come back, then I'll set a limit. But yeah, I'm not trying to catch sniper entries or any. I'm not trying to be perfect, right? I'm just trying to be consistent. That for me is a far easier way to be consistent. Because the thing is, when you're always looking for the perfect entry, your process is not very consistent. And again, that kind of leads you to emotional decision making, leads you to chase trades because you missed the initial entry, because you were looking for that perfect whatever it is. So for me personally, I'd just rather be in the trade at a quote unquote worse price than say someone else. I'd just rather be in that trade, even if it's like a smaller risk to reward. Like, I'm totally okay with that. I think so often people get caught up in trying to get the perfect entry, trying to find like the where all the stars align, like with every technical pattern lines up there, when really you make money on your exits, not on where you enter, if that even makes sense. I'm on some decaf coffee right now. I'm just wondering if it's going to hit the spot or not. Yeah, so if there's going to be anything in London, it's got to be above this manipulation. Started using some more of this. Let me get rid of these actually. Some of these tools Where the fuck is it? Current vol. No. Candles, yeah. Tooltip, all tooltip history. Ah, there we go. Statistical displacement. So we have actually kind of swept Asia lows here. If I can draw a straight line. So if you start displacing higher, then that could be a potential op. Yo, these dogs next door, man. They are like the most cracked out dogs I've ever met in my life. Holy shit. Like, is that a candle? Oh no, it's not. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Is that a wick? It's insane. So again, kind of waiting for this. Cracked out how? Like crazy. Like just crazy. Like they're on crack. They're just like nutcases. What do you mean? Is my cam good top right here? Or should I get one of these overlays? All these templates? Shit. Yeah, I gotta think about copyright on YouTube, eh? It's no joke. Shit's no joke. Cam is good. Yeah, I kind of want to keep it simple. I don't really want too much fancy shit. Just raw charts, bro. Let's keep it simple. But I don't think we're really going to see anything this morning. Yo, kaboom. Jed, do you trade GU? How do you incorporate GU into your analysis? If at all. How often does Alchemy trade GU? Minimal. I only really use GU as like a cross reference for EU trades. Currently looking into how better to implement it, because GU does move really, really nice. And a lot of the time when EU's not moving, it's very often because GU moves. So I think I'm just trying to find a way to balance that out where, I'm able to capitalize on both. Don't use any references with GU for correlations. Fair. Yeah, it's not something that I've really used before up until recent. And it's only till recent that I've kind of noticed a few key things which is of interest and I think could be somewhat beneficial to the way that I trade. So we'll see. But again, it can be very circumstantial and a bit discretionary, so you kind of have to be careful with how you apply it. Equities. German 40 or German 30 or the DAX, whatever you want to call it. Oh, buy DAX. 50-point stop. Done. Blah blah blah. I just plain ignore it in terms of correlations, but yes, I prefer to trade GU when euro pound is relatively high. Other than that, I find GU to be very wicky, so tight SLs don't work for me then. Yeah, tight SLs are probably not the play for GU. For sure, it's a tough one. I'm obviously not long the DAX, just FYI. That is a troll, but I am long, if you know what I mean. Ooh. What's euro pound up to? Pound looks real bullish. Real bullish. Alright, forget it. Dollar Swiss. I haven't looked at dollar Swiss in a while. I used to trade this quite a bit. Dollar Swiss is going to take these lows. Nope. That means we're bearish dollar. Ah, fuck. Wrong one. Gold, nat. German 40. Running beautifully. EU is kind of like, you can play this as an Asia range play. Especially with the way it's displacing. Excuse me, hold up. Yeah, like I think you can buy EU. Daily's obviously bullish. The only thing is, it's like, nah, it's good. I think it's a decent buy. Obviously, it's not really within my plan, so I'm not going to buy it. But decent target higher. Decent targets higher. We obviously had SMT at the lows with GU. So EU potentially likely to catch up with GU there. Was there an H1 displacement? Probably, right? Yeah, it's a massive thing here. Nice tap, sweep lower. It's kind of a funky shift there. Probably be better off in the M5. God damn, that's still so ugly. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. But again, it's not something I trade, so I'm not going to be partaking in that. And obviously, you just have to trade your plan. That's something you want to get involved in. I think we're still kind of wishy-washy price action now, given that it's Tuesday. No real news. Still kind of range bound, but hey, it looks good. What was this off of? This has got to be some news somewhere, right? Anything on FJ? What do you have? What time was this? 9 o'clock. I guess that's just session volatility. We had some. No, we didn't have nothing, boys. That's not what you want to see. Can it continue? You got 5 minutes left on this M15 candle. You really need to close above this fractal high, which I think you'll probably get, to be honest. Time will tell. Oh. Man, trading is boring. How is this iPhone still not charged? Where does everyone look for their stock information? I need some good alpha. Need some good stock picks. See, this is why I don't like to day trade. It's like just staring at nothing. I mean, I'm not going to get anything personally. Maybe later. Maybe later on dollar CAD, but kind of... I don't think so. I think if it's going to go, then it's not going to give like a mean reversion unless power says something. Unless power says something funky. %. All right. How long have we been going? 30 minutes? Damn, is that it? Shit. Man, the streaming stuff is long. I think it's really difficult. But no, it's not. Ignore what I was going to say. Power might start some defensive statements with all threats to fight him flying around. Honestly, I don't really see Powell going on the full defense. He'll be like, you know, I'm just here to do my job, man. I'm just focused on doing my job, getting inflation down. Even though he doesn't even talk like that, but... And what even is the speak? Like, where's he speaking? Where is Blood speaking? I bet he's due to deliver opening remarks at the integrated review of the capital framework for large banks conference hosted by the Federal Reserve in Washington, D.C. Is he going to say anything of relevance? Maybe not at that meeting. I don't think it's really the time and place. The accent is hilarious. That was a horrible accent. You don't even sound like that. What does Power sound like? I guess he's a little bit. Brr, you know, inflation. I don't know. I'm losing my mind. So, 15-minute candles closed. That is kind of annoying. But GU might save. Actually, no, GU kind of looks ugly as well. I think GU could save this because it has swept this sell side within this region here. Probably 30 minutes as well, yeah. Or even H1. Yeah. H1 close. Yeah, you got a 1 hour. Closure above. Oh, you're not in? Or are you in? Closure above. If not, I ain't buying. Closure above what, this high? This M15 high? Or are you going for like... You're going for like an OT? The hell? What's my trading me doing? Man, FX sucks. It's got to be the worst market out there for sure. Sometimes I question why I trade this market and why I don't move to something else. Like crypto. Now we're talking. Alright, Jed. Later, brother. Take care. Yo, this DAX is kind of moving. Kind of light work there. Sweep of Asia low. Sweep of previous day's low. Reaction from the extreme of the mean reversion channel. Solid. So, not really expecting too much from the market now for the rest of London. I don't really see us formulating anything interesting. Will New York give? Potentially. But again, I think the market's really just waiting for some volume, some volatility on Thursday. So I think we could just remain pretty range bound until Wednesday, Thursday, where we might see something of interest. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this stream. Unless there's any charts anyone wants me to go over. Let me know. I'm open to looking over some charts. Big divergence between those two. Alright, if no one's got any more questions or charts, then I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the stream. Hope you all have a great rest of your morning. Take it easy, take care, and I will speak to you soon. Ciao, ciao.